Demon Slayer Core makes its board game debut on Nintendo Switch! Get fired up playing with up to 4 players! Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, sweep the board!
Well, first things first, Sega today debuted a new trailer for Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, or, technically Sweep the Board. A release date of April 26, 2024, worldwide on the Nintendo Switch exclusively. There's not really much to talk about except there is people out there that have been anticipating this for years. Also known as the base game will feature a co-op 4-player local and multiplayer. Check it out.
Climb the core's ranks by collecting rank points as you work your way to the destination. Different kinds of events occur depending on which space you land on.
Shuichi! You're such a good kid!
Other Demon Slayer swordsmen can even join your team.
Let's give it our all, Tanjiro!
Strategize by using items to your advantage and pave the way to victory. Once every player has rolled the dice, it's time to test your skills in the minigames. Compete with each other in all kinds of minigames. Demons appear at night. But don't worry, Nezuko can accompany you too. Band together and use your Joy-Con to face off against the more powerful demons. It's finally time for the results. Who will take the title of the strongest Demon Slayer?
Come on, Enoch. Time to get back.
First released almost 12 years ago, number 2 in case you missed it, we've got the game El Shaddai. It's basically an action RPG single-player game which was remastered in HD and is now finally coming out to the hybrid console on April 28 this year. Well, developers released a new trailer for it, how it works on the hybrid. Reason the game's name doesn't make sense halfway is because the storyline of this is just inspired by events in the Old Testament's apocryphal book of Enoch, which is huge.
I'd already fled.
Moving on, we have Megaton Musashi, Wired. It's another action RPG fighting game though, developed by Level 5, which was originally released in 2021 for platforms, now finally coming out to the West in English, worldwide for the first time. Not only that, it actually incorporates fine-tuned mechanics, graphics, and eventually coming out on April 25 this year, and this is how it looks.
The break of dawn arrives, fading, turning fury red. The world plays the man's cries, notion hope is gone. Serve count, we won't yield, do not surrender, no backing down, retaliate, we stand as one. So it's a good choice, king. Oh, a body keep us standing, marching us to fight. Spirits blazing, burning, raging, powers will fire. Shoot out, heat it, shoot out, shoot it all away. Show us to the Yoko, don't give it up, roaring to, hunting cloud of victory.
Hey there. You must be the new guy Emir mentioned.
They will share the burden of Noah's fate as his fiercest allies.
Now, Euden Chronicles 100 Heroes on the other hand, a game we mentioned over a dozen times, is now finally coming out to PCs, Switch and other platforms on April 23, almost 4 years since its reveal. 100 Heroes has already gathered numerous times its campaign goals, and design is just quite close to games such as Triangle Strategy and Star Ocean Second Story are at the moment. It's a pixel art turn-based open world role-playing game.
And then, voices most vociferous. Bandits and outlaws among their number.
Pretty soon, General Kogan's gonna declare himself ruler of this whole land, and you can't do squat about it.
Euthus, maybe ease back on the whole, but you're about to get an iron ball bashing! Hoo-ah!
Oh, we're gonna die!
I see a ship sailing the sands.
Get ready to embark on an enormous adventure of pint-sized proportions. After being shrunken down at the hands of an evil corporation, you must explore a vast, immersive world right in your own backyard.
Grounded is finally coming out to the Hibit console as well on April 16. No strings attached. This game was originally released as a Microsoft exclusive over 4 years ago, and we've got reason to believe it's still one of the best survival multiplayer games out there. You can try this one on the Nintendo Wii Shop, there's a demo. Accompanying the hype, we actually got a new trailer for this thing and how it works on Switch.
Work your way through the campaign to uncover the mysteries of the backyard. Or build, share, and play your own creations in Playgrounds mode. Do you have what it takes to make it big in this minuscule world and fend off its creepy, crawly inhabitants? Go big or never go home when Grounded launches on the Nintendo Switch system April 16th.
Announced precisely a month ago with number 6, we've got something here called Whisker Waters, which is basically a role-playing adventure game that blends light fantasy and the art of fishing. I mean, that's how developers have described this thing. You basically start off by creating your very own desired cat character and embark on a fishing journey like never before. Whisker Waters is coming to the Nintendo Switch and other platforms as well on April 19 this year. We've got another new Saga game in the making, just the same, called The Saga Emerald Beyond. It's a brand new work of Square Enix, announced around January this year, and now finally coming out on April 25, which is, at the least, the pretty good news. Anyway, it's promising a story of 6 different characters with very different backgrounds, and a whole new story as opposed to the Saga games. That being said, we also got a new trailer for this one too.
Your president betrayed us, which we do not forgive.
I put in a request for a temporary transfer for you from the CCPD.
All right, that's the stuff. I'll do my best to keep up. Do you think we can use that power here in Capital City, Bonnie? Only one way to find out. No, I think this here is real as real can be. And the choice we make is gonna be up to us. In that case, it's time to jump.
Available on Steam for almost a year now, at number 8, we have Arc Runner. See, Arc Runner is a cyberpunk-style action roguelike role-playing shooter inspired by the famous game Risk of Rain, in which your ultimate job is to save the world from an impending doom by AI. This game is finally coming out to Switch on April 18 this year, and we just got a new trailer for this one today. A couple weeks ago, Access Games actually announced Sengoku Struggle Stray Side will release for Switch in English on April 4th this year. There is another trailer for it for those of you specifically who missed it, gameplay, and in case you aren't familiar with it, Tengoku Struggle is just a anime graphic visual novel adventure that was first released in Japan over 2 years ago, now made in English and releasing for the first time globally. Gearbox Publishing, or the publishers, also went on and released a new trailer for Gigantic Rampage Edition, including new maps, which, I mean, there's a couple of them that you'll see both in a second. But firstly, the game is a 6 or 7 year old MOBA shooter hybrid, now bringing more content, new characters, and new maps. Check it out, this thing is coming out on April 9 this year.
Here comes trouble. Rock and rubble.
Days is dark and mean. Even the water tastes unclean.
Coming out on April 25, in case you missed out on the new trailer, Another Crab's Treasure is a action-adventure set in an underwater world in which you play as a hermit crab that just wears trash, as you can see all around him, as armor, so you can fend off his enemies. This is from the same developers who made the game Going Under. It's actually the folks' second project, and more of a Souls-like experience, set in a vibrant, as developers promised, underwater, almost open world.
Work out a deal, little hermit.
That treasure belongs to whoever can find it first!
That treasure's as good as mine.
I'm gonna get that treasure!
Coming from more than 15 years ago, number 12 we have Braid, this time the Anniversary Edition. It's a classic platform puzzler, now remastered and finally coming to the Nintendo Switch. The game will now offer better graphics, new voices, more content, adjusted gameplay, additionally new puzzles. Check it out, this thing will come out on April 30.
Where you manipulate time, hand repainted for modern, high resolutions.
Many areas have been re-envisioned to make them more unique, and it's even more like a living painting with brushstrokes animating the world. There are more than 9 pixels for each pixel in the original game.
There are new animations, improved sound and music, a whole new world of puzzles to solve, and over 15 hours of commentary and interviews about game design, programming, and visual art.
We plan to make it the most detailed commentary in any game ever. So if you want to learn how video games are made, Braid Anniversary Edition will be a really good resource.
We hope you'll enjoy the game when it comes out in April.
This has been almost 4 years already since its reveal and its release on PCs, but Moonglow Bay is now on its way to the Nintendo Switch. It's the same, coming out on April 11, developers announced. We still believe, actually, Moonglow Bay is possibly one of the most underrated games of all time. It's a fishing, or rather casual life sim. It's made in voxel base that works a little to a lot like Stardew Valley. Check it out. Coming to the Nintendo Switch and other consoles on April 4 this year, if you missed it, Freedom Planet 2, which was actually awarded as one of the top 3 best platformers of 2022, is now finally coming to consoles on April 4. We got a new trailer for good gameplay on Switch. In case you're new here, this is an indie platform adventure with a heck of a lot of fighting and blasting. And last but not least, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Arcade Wrath of the Mutants was announced last week, coming to the Nintendo Switch and other consoles on April 23 this year. This game was originally made for arcades in 2017 and features a 4-player local co-op with now 3 new stages, 6 new boss battles, and some more. Check it out.
Slice and dice. Booyakasha!
It's go time.
We got pizza! Rumble time!
Hooray!
That's where I want!
Turbo power!
Baxter Stockman!